Is it a Ponzi scheme?
Yeah.
How much?
I can't tell.
It's a transparent world. Why don't you tell us?
Okay, it's not a million, but it was good.
Hi, welcome to Doing Interesting Things with Interesting People. Today I'm here with Alex.
Hi.
What do you do, Alex?
I'm the founder of Coinpanion, and we offer ETF-like crypto investments.
Okay, so a big scam. Anyway, can you please pronounce your surname?
Valtingojer. I actually never found another person which is not somehow related to me who has the same last name.
I cannot say that about my surname because literally like 100 million people have the same surname as me, so I don't feel that special. Anyway, our fun activity of the day is air hockey. So let's get to it.
Ready?
Are you ready?
Born ready. Let's do it.
Okay, Alex. So how did you start Coinpanion?
So in high school, I was selling game keys, you know, like GTA 5, Counter-Strike, and I think in 2015 people started randomly paying me with Bitcoin. Back then I was like, okay, it's fine.
Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, yeah.
How much was it worth back then?
I think it was like 600 to 800 euros, but I didn't really understand it back then. It was just, okay, it's something like paper, and it was actually better than paper because I wasn't 18 and paper always locked my accounts. So I lost all the money I gained online.
Oh my god.
And with Bitcoin, it was like a nice way to not need to be 18, right?
So that's how to do child labor actually.
I tried to be self-employed with 16, what should I tell you? When I was like 6 or 7, I went always to these flea markets with my dad.
Yeah.
And I always went there without bringing anything. I would just went there with a bit of money. I was the first one at the flea market, started buying together the good stuff of the other child and then reselling them.
Did you have friends?
Yeah, I would say so, yes. But
Would your friends support you in your money making?
Sometimes they were more of my customers, and later on I actually did a lot of these kind of side businesses together with my roommate in university.
What university did you go to?
It was a typical business university here in Vienna.
Oh, we went to the same school.
Yes.
Well, it seems they make the worst out of the worst there.
I have to be 100% honest, I didn't finish it yet. So I'm still inscribed, but yeah, I need to finish it someday.
But would you say then education and having a degree is important to be an entrepreneur?
It's hard to say. I think if you're the business part of the business, let's say you do something more technical or more in deep tech, I guess you need the education background way more. But just from like being a business founder, you learn way more just by doing it, right? Coinpanion actually merged out during university.
How did you come up with it?
I told you I made this crypto gains in 2015 by selling the keys. And in 2017, this market exploded. And I remember I was like back in my room and checking my portfolio, like my wallet. And suddenly there was a lot of money on it, especially when you're 19.
How much?
I can't tell.
It's a transparent world. Why don't you tell us?
Okay, it's not a million, but it was good.
Okay, good for you. Congrats.
Thanks. And then it was like, okay, I need to figure out what to do once you have a bit of money. And so I went to Amazon and I think I put in, okay, how to invest money, how to manage money, do all this kind of stuff. It's coming, okay.
It came out.
So I bought these books, I learned about ETFs, and yeah, thought about, okay, it would be nice to have something similar to an ETF investment for crypto. And yeah, in 2019, a lot of things played together and I started this.
Can I ask you a question? Like, you have to answer honestly.
Yeah.
I will not tell anybody, I swear.
Okay.
Is it a Ponzi scheme?
Coinpanion or crypto in general?
Well, crypto, we all know it's a scam anyway, so...
I mean, there are certain crypto projects which you can consider a scam and were a scam, but Coinpanion is not a scam because trust me, if it would be a Ponzi scheme, we wouldn't have lost money in 2022 when the market started tanking. And Ponzi schemes normally have this kind of signal that you always gain money no matter what. And that's not the reality with investments.
Maybe you just did the Ponzi scheme badly.
Like maybe I forgot about giving people the money I get from other people. I forgot that part. I actually invested it.
You should have ran away.
I'm also still young. I have to figure out stuff still. So maybe my next company.
But which country would you run to?
I would actually go to Dubai.
To Dubai?
I think it's one of the few countries where they don't export you if you do something illegal.
Okay.
And
so you have it planned out.
I mean, my mom is a judge, so she kind of requires me to have a plan B.
It's like your ancestors knew that you're gonna do something shady and scammy, that they gave you the most impossible surname to spell. So in case you need to run away and hide yourself, you can actually hide yourself.
No, that's the fucking problem. I cannot hide. If I have my last name, I'm gonna be found everywhere in the world.
Maybe just like misspell it. You have to misspell it.
So no matter where I go, if there's a person with my last name, it will pop up on their list.
Not my case.
Yeah, you see? So you're actually in perfect position,
I actually have a better
right?
position, that's true. Well, maybe I should look into Ponzi schemes. Do you want to join forces with me for
With
a
the Ponzi schemes. It's better not so many people know about you actually running a Ponzi scheme.
No, but it's just us too.
Yeah, but you're doing this kind of videos.
No, nobody will watch
Nobody
this.
will know.
How did you convince your first investors?
In the early days, it's not like that you have so much to show. So we had a first prototype of product, so we could show that we can build stuff and not like talking.
So you had an MVP before you went for pre-seed?
Yeah, it was also funny when we did the first funding round with business angels before we did actual revenue.
Yeah.
Frank Westerman and my sugar guy was our first investor. I was really excited and I was like, Mom, something amazing happened. You know, I have this kind of project, it's now getting serious. And there's this guy who's gonna invest in it so we can build stuff. And she was like, what? And what is he doing? Yeah, he's investing X 100,000. I think it was like 300,000 total. And she like, what? But you don't make money. No, not yet, but this is kind of how a startup works. And she was 100% convinced he's crazy. He has to be crazy. He's a rich, crazy guy and gives money to people who don't have anything. Like, she couldn't understand this concept that you have to invest to grow, which will basically build something. It was pretty funny. She was like, no, he has to be crazy.
And she didn't try to talk you out of it?
Nah.
She was like, okay, let my son be with a crazy person. That's fine.
Nah, she was always kind of supportive and we always had the kind of deals in the sense of as long as I figure everything out myself, he lets me be.
I bet it feels nice to have supportive parents.
I don't know how it's otherwise, right?
Yeah, you don't want to know.
I met him for coffee. We got along really well. I think he understood that I'm quite ambitious and want to build stuff.
Oh, so he actually believed in you before he believed in your product?
Yeah, definitely.
How many dates did you promise him that he liked you so much?
Not that many. Because the company was incorporated in 2019, but the name of the company is, until today, Smart Bytes. It has nothing to do with Coinpanion. Why is that? So initially, the idea was just with my co-founders, let's make a company, and worst case, we just do a web development agency instead of websites. Then we use that entity to create Coinpanion.
Who came up with the name for Coinpanion?
I think it was me, yeah.
So creative. I mean, like poetic genius up there.
It is quite creative. It's a mix of coin, which is like for cryptocurrencies, right? And companion, because we are your supporting partner in the cryptocurrency journey.
Wow.
So it's a word game. It's hard to understand.
I'm mind blown. Amazing. Shakespeare would be so proud.
We even got the .com domain.
How did you find your co-founder?
So we have 4 co-founders. Actually, I met the first one, which is Matthias, the CTO of the company, at a university party, basically. We are both South Tyroleans, like from South Tyrol. And we have this really unique dialect, like nobody can really understand us when we talk. And I remember him talking to somebody and I was like, okay, this guy can't even talk proper German, so he has to be from my place. And we got really along because we both love to build stuff. And from that, we decided to do something together. Then another person joined, which was his best friend, which also South Tyrol, really technical. And the last one, Saad, I met at university.
But then was it easier for you to find investment as 4 people?
I think in our case, it made a lot of sense to be 4 people at that time, because for a really long time, we could do everything ourselves. I had 2 technical co-founders, and I had a marketing co-founder, which could sell the product, right? And I just took care of everything else. And that was a good mixture to just build an initial product without paying anyone. Doing it again, I wouldn't do 4 people. I don't know, it's also then a question with shares, the further down you go the route. It's really hard to manage a team of 4 founders.
Sometimes I feel like finding co-founders is like finding a life partner.
Yeah,
and
so
maybe
it's
it's
hard
even
with
more
one, right.
difficult to find one. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is orange.
Orange?
Everybody says orange, right?
I don't know anybody who says orange.
If I have to be 100% honest, I chose orange proactively. It's untypical, so it kind of stands out, right? It's energetic. It was a long process. I discussed with ChatGPT for hours. We both decided that orange is the best color.
Okay, if ChatGPT says so, I will believe it.
So
It's done? Okay, one last time. Last round. Do you believe the crypto market will go bigger?
I kind of have to believe it. I think it comes down to that if you look really close about what is behind this technology, it's basically blockchain, right? The math of blockchain is sound. So what you ultimately can do with a blockchain is you can automate trust. And if you look at the economical impact of optimization of trust, it could be huge. There's a lot of businesses nowadays are built on trust. A bank, a broker. Because normally when you interchange with people you don't know, you want somebody in the middle you can trust. And that normally is an institution, a state, whatever. But with blockchain technology, you basically can automate trust away. It becomes part of code. And that can be super powerful, especially in a world where we just don't tend to trust anybody. So we just say, okay, we believe in this code, or we trust this code. And that's ultimately why I believe it makes sense as a technology. And ultimately I also believe that it makes sense for a lot of business cases, which then results in returns. I think that's the difference between Bitcoin and the rest. Because Bitcoin is this kind of limited asset where we as humans say it has value because it's independent of everything else. And we don't have to trust anybody, we don't have to trust the state. And it's really limited. And we know it's limited because it's code. So it's a question, but do you believe it has a worth? And especially in struggling economies, we see people actually fleeing to that currency. Or if you look at the Ukraine war, it's actually also a currency to escape from your country. So it has a lot of value in times of uncertainty.
What else do you invest in?
Stocks. I don't think that's a good asset class for like the everyday investor. But as a founder, I think it's a lot of fun. I just love seeing other people build cool stuff. So I decided, okay, if I have some means and I have the access, why not play around? Because in the end, I value fun more than the return. So I see, okay, if I get fun from investing in startups, kind of learning from their journey, seeing what they do good, what they do wrong, it's a win-win.
What have you invested in?
My first proper investment was here in Austria, actually, Shop Story. We do like performance marketing, no-code solution.
How much did you invest?
I think it was together with my co-founders, 20,000.
That's not such high ticket.
No. I think this is the thing. People always kind of
assume you have to have money to invest. Yeah.
You can also invest in startups with probably €1,000. But I think where I kind of can help is like, because I'm in the scene, I maybe can support them with connections to other people which can actually provide the necessary capital. Maybe I tell them one or two things which I did wrong, but it's also easy money for the founder because I'm not the guy who will ever bother you, because I also know my ticket is small, they know my ticket is small, but it's more like we share and it's fun.
Anyway, we ran out of money and we have established that I'm the winner of air hockey.
Hey, the points are like 10-1 from my side.
Exactly, for me.
I think it's the other way around, but...
You can give me this one, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
For losing, and bye.
Bye.